support and progression. Patna Women's College values its students, nurture their character, develop their personality, and take care of their education. The college motto, "Be always wise," drives the cabinet to be focused and gives direction. Our students are led to have an encounter with the divine light through theology and personality classes, retreats, talks and counseling, Christmas carols, celebration of religious and national festivals, and days of international and national importance. While our teachers have won laurels for our college in various fields, our students have done not so only in academics, but also in sports and other extracurricular activities. The placement cell for students provides an opportunity for them to explore various job options. Departments conduct parent-teacher meet and alumni get-together. The Alumni Association of the college organized a Christmas Milan with transgender friends and rickshaw pullers, governance and leadership. Patna Women's College functions through a multi-tier system of organizations. The principal functions as the head, as the overall coordinator and the center of authority. Innovative practices. Dry run by IQAC members, remedial teaching, use of ICT, 100% cooperation various by stakeholders, are conspicuous in PWC. We at PWC deliver the best, and our quest is for quality sustenance and quality enhancement. We appreciate the cooperation and suggestions of our well-wishers and friends as we move from strength to strength. We are proud to say that our ex-students occupy top positions in government as well as corporate sector. At PWC, we work as a community so that all perform optimally, students and teachers alike, to usher in change and transformation. Year after year, we send out confident and empowered women, well equipped with knowledge and wisdom, to face the outside world and be ready to strive, to seek, to find and not to yield, and keep abreast with the changing times. Thank you. In the year 2015, Patna Women's College went in for the third cycle of accreditation and received an A grade with a high CGPA, that is 3.58 out of 4. The University Grants Commission conferred autonomous status to Patna Women's College on 2nd January 2018, and thereafter Patna University notified the same on 18th July 2018. NAC recognized Patna Women's College as one of the highly performing colleges in the country and extended the accreditation period from 5 years to 7 years. The college has been granted the Star College scheme by the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. Patna Women's College was selected for the development of the Career Hub by RUSA and MHRD. Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, carried out the digital launch and inaugurated the hub at Patna Women's College. Around 840 students of 2015-2018 session of Patna Women's College, Patna, received their degrees at its first convocation organized on the college campus. Patna Women's College has been recognized to establish Institutions Innovation Council under the aegis of MHRD's Innovation Council, Government of India. Our endeavor continues to be one of quality sustenance and excellence in all fields. History. First, we present before you an account of our beginning. Patna Women's College, the first college for women in Bihar, is a religious minority institution run by the Catholic Sisters of the Apostolic Carmel. It was founded by Bishop B.J. Sullivan S.J., Bishop of Patna, and Mother M. Josephine A.C. in the year 1940. It was Bishop Sullivan who invited the sisters from Bangalore to establish a higher education institution for the women of Bihar. Mother Josephine A.C. arrived in October 1939. Indeed, 1st July 1940 was a historical event in the history of Bihar, particularly in the field of women's education. Father Lesh S.J. offered his services as architect and engineer. We are grateful to him for his yeoman service. Principals down the years. This premier institution trains young women not just academically but for life. They do not easily make a compromise with their values as they receive holistic education. Our students' achievements include 15 gold medals and 326 distinctions. Results. Curricular aspects. The competitive global scenario necessitates the acquisition of knowledge, skills, and the disposition to act creatively and effectively. Therefore, in our curriculum, we focus on a framework to produce globally competent students. The innovative methods adopted to enhance global knowledge and skills are seminars, debates, case studies, lectures, exhibitions, study tours, film shows, research projects, and interaction with industries. Teaching, learning, and evaluation. Teaching indeed is an art, the art of discovering and expanding the horizon of knowledge. Our staffs focus on effective teaching through constant evaluation. Due to technological intervention and expansion of knowledge, teaching has seen a paradigm shift to stay ahead. Teachers have participated in seminars, conferences, refresher courses, and workshops of national and international levels. An important practice and part of teaching learning component of this college is holding departmental level co-curricular activities in the form of contests, debates, poster making, departmental seminars, and workshops. Research consultancy and extension. Teachers as well as students are driven by a zeal for research in Patna Women's College. Undergraduate research, CPE and BSR. Undergraduate students were awarded for completing their research projects under College with Potential for Excellence and Basic Scientific Research Scheme. 2 research journals, Explore and Iris, the annual magazine Headway, and the newspaper are published by the college. We have a number of teachers who have offered consultancy in various fields such as resource persons at seminars, workshops, and refresher courses, curriculum development, counseling, editorial consultancy for newspapers, voiceover, and film analysis. Outreach program Campus to Community. The youth of Patna Women's College, along with their mentors, give themselves in the service of others. The vibrant NSS and the NCC, the active ETF, ICUF, ICWA, and MVDA have shown a holistic and integrated approach to social reconstruction. They get involved in programs like blood donation camp, AIDS awareness campaigns, health camps. Students have organized a literacy drive at 2 remand homes of Patna and helped underprivileged children of voluntary organization Manthan with their studies. Infrastructure and learning resources. The college has conference halls, a central research laboratory and other labs, galleries, playgrounds, and spacious classrooms. We have a rich library, internet lab, and digital language lab for the students. Smart boards and video conferencing facilities are also available. The new facilities added to the existing infrastructure are Fresh, Audiovisual Room, Business Incubation Center, Mother Veronica Excellence and Innovation Center, a new block for B.Ed, and Community College is now complete. The construction of a new auditorium is expected to be finished soon. Student support and progression. Patna Women's College values its students, nurture their character, develop their personality, and take care of their education. The college motto, Be Always Wise, drives the cabinet to be focused and gives direction. Our students are led to have an encounter with the divine light through theology and personality classes, retreats, talks, and counseling, Christmas carols, celebration of religious and national festivals, and days of international and national importance. While our teachers have won laurels for our college in various fields, our students have done not so only in academics, but also in sports and other extracurricular activities. The placement cell for students provides an opportunity for them to explore various job options. Departments conduct parent-teacher meet and alumni get-together. The Alumni Association of the college organized a Christmas Milan with transgender friends and rickshaw pullers, governance and leadership. Patna Women's College functions through a multi-tier system of organizations. The principal functions as the head, as the overall coordinator and the center of authority. Innovative practices. Dry run by IQAC members, remedial teaching, use of ICT, 100% cooperation by stakeholders are conspicuous in PWC. We at PWC deliver the best, and our quest is for quality sustenance and quality enhancement. We appreciate the cooperation and suggestions of our well-wishers and friends as we move from strength to strength. We are proud to say that our ex-students occupy top positions in government as well as corporate sector. At PWC, we work as a community so that all perform optimally, students and teachers alike, usher in change and transformation. Year after year, we send out confident and empowered women well-equipped with knowledge and wisdom to face the outside world and be ready to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. and keep abreast with the changing times. Thank you. In the year 2015, Patna Women's College went in for the third cycle of accreditation and received an A grade with a high CGPA, that is 3.58 out of 4. The University Grants Commission conferred autonomous status to Patna Women's College on 2nd January 2018, and thereafter Patna University notified the same on 18th July 2018. NAC recognized Patna Women's College as one of the highly performing colleges in the country and extended the accreditation period from 5 years to 7 years. The college has been granted the Star College scheme by the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. Patna Women's College was selected for the development of the Career Hub by RUSA and MHRD. Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, carried out the digital launch and inaugurated the hub at Patna Women's College. Around 840 students of 2015-2018 session of Patna Women's College, Patna, received their degrees at its first convocation organized on the college campus. Patna Women's College has been recognized to establish Institutions Innovation Council under the aegis of MHRD's Innovation Council, Government of India. Our endeavor continues to be one of quality sustainability.
Good afternoon, teachers, resource person, and dear students. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. Every April 26, we celebrate World Intellectual Property Day to learn about the role that intellectual property rights play in encouraging innovation and creativity. April 26 was chosen as the date of the World Intellectual Property Day because it coincides with the date on which the convention establishing the World Intellectual Property Organizations enters force in 1970. World Intellectual Property 2023 recognized the huge potential of young people to find new and better solutions that support the transition to the sustainable future. This year, World Intellectual Property Day 2023 will focus on the theme Women's and IP, accelerating innovation and creativity, celebrating the can-do attitude of women inventors and creators around the world and their groundbreaking work. Intellectual property rights are the right given over creation of their minds. They are exclusive right to use, exercise, or rights, their inventions, potential right, trademark, copyright, etc. Comes the preview of intellectual property right. Intellectual property is the key aspect of economic development. I am a strong believer that intellectual property rights needs to be protected. Keeping this in mind, we have organized our guest lecture on IPR Awareness Programme, which will be taken by our respected resource person, Mr. Yogesh Sachan, examiner of patent and design. First of all, I would like to call Dr. Aparajita Krishnan, Dean Faculty of Science, to deliver the welcome address. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Piyush sir. Good afternoon and a warm welcome to one and all to this online guest lecture on awareness and training of intellectual property rights. This webinar is being organized by Department of Botany, Patna Women's College, in collaboration with Intellectual Property India, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. The ministry is involved in IPR Awareness Programme under National Intellectual Property Awareness Mission, NIPAM. To mark the 75th year of independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our esteemed resource person, Yogesh Sachan, our principal, Dr. Sister M. Rashmi AC, academicians, researchers, administrators, and my dear students. Today's lecture shall provide an insight towards knowing our rights for creation of our minds, inventions, literally academic pursuit, artistic work, etc. This gives the creator an exclusive right over the use of his or her creation. The main objective of today's discussion is to create public awareness about the benefits of intellectual property, acts and rules governing this, and more knowledge regarding this. Just an additional information, the World Intellectual Property Day is celebrated annually on 26th of April. This event was established by World Intellectual Property Organization, commonly known as WIPO, in the year 2000, to raise awareness of how patents, copyrights, trademarks, and designs impact our daily life. Today's event is organized to spread awareness regarding IPR in encouraging innovation and creativity. We warmly welcome our resource person, Yogesh Sachin, examiner of patents and design in the Patent Office, New Delhi. Present posting is at Patent Office, New Delhi, under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. His area of work involves examination of patent applications, examination of internal search authority applications, etc. Sir is an MTech in Textile Engineering from Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. BTech, again in Textile Engineering from Uttar Pradesh Textile Technology Institute, Kanpur. We are glad to have you, sir, in the online mode. Hope today's lecture will benefit students and teachers at large. Let us now move forward and listen to his enlightening lecture, an in-depth knowledge of patent. पेटेंट के बारे में जो जानकारियां हमें सर से मिलेंगी, उससे हमारी योग्यता और हमारे काम करने की प्रवृत्ति में और बढ़ोतरी हो। हम सभी अपनी बुद्धि की कार्यकुशलता को इस्तेमाल करते हैं, इसी से रचे हुए कृतियों का एक अद्भुत संसार बनाते हैं। इस संपदा का अधिकार हमारे पास बना रहे और इसकी जागरूकता जरूरी है। चलिए आज इस पेटेंट की दुनिया के बारे में जानकारी हासिल करें।
Thank you, madam. Now I invite our resource person, Mr. Yogesh Sachan, for today's guest lecture. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much for warm welcome. I, Yogesh Sachan, on behalf of Patent Office Delhi and Ministry of Commerce and Industry, I congratulate to your institute for organizing such a nice webinar on a very recent topic, IPR. So, respected ma'am, faculty members, and dear students, I will throw some light on the different type of IPRs. So let us start with my presentation. I hope the slides are visible to you.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So before starting, we all know that IPR is a very recent topic in which the government is very much focused, and the development of any country is basically can be done with the help of IPR in different fields. So what is IPR? IPR stands for intellectual property rights. So first we should know what is intellectual property. According to WIPO, WIPO stands for World Intellectual Property Organization. So IP refers to creation of mind, inventions, literacy, artistic works, symbols, name, images, and designs used in commerce. So, in the simple sense, the meaning of IP is a creation of human mind. It is not just an idea, but a creation from that idea. Like we have many properties like land, car, mobile. So these are physical properties or physical assets which can be exchanged, sold, or mortgaged, or we can give it to another person in any term like a financial benefits or other monetary benefits. In the same way, IP can be bought, sold, mortgaged, exchanged, or licensed like physical properties. And IP rights are like if you have a vehicle, then the rights for your vehicle are provided by RTO. And if you have a land, then the land rights are provided by the government. In the same way, the IP rights are provided by the national government. For India, it is for from Indian government. So IP can be classified in following sections: designs, trademarks, geographical indications, copyright, semiconductor integrated circuit, layout designs. I hope few of the things like copyright and trademark, all of you will aware, and few things may be new for you. So if we see a single product like a laptop, so there can be a different type of IPs which are incorporated within a single product. Like a laptop, you will see on left side on top there is a logo which is a brand logo. So this covers in the trademark. The technology of the screen. Earlier you have seen that in old computers there are so much big size CRT computers, but nowadays the technology is LED screen. So the technology is patented. So LED screen refers to patented technology. And the shape of the body, how sleek is or how appealing is, this is covers under design. And any with any electronic product or many of the things, there is always a user manual given by the company.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Sir, actually your slide is not movable.
Okay, which one is slide there?
First slide.
Okay, I think that you should have told early, little bit earlier. Can you? So I am just checking.
Yes, sir.
It is in in full screen mode. It is still not visible. I think now slides are moving.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was telling about the different type of IPs in a single product. Like this is in a laptop in which you can see the logo, which is a trademark, LED screen, which is a technology which can be patented, user manual, which comes with any electronic product or any product. So there are the guidelines to use warranty card, etc. These comes under the copyright. The shape of the body and appealing features. Appealing features means by color or by shape or design, which comes under the design rights. And inside a laptop, there is a circuitry arrangements in which there are different type of ICs, transistors are fitted, which comes under the semiconductor integrated circuit layout designs. So for creating any IP, what are basic things you need? First, you should have an idea. What can we do in the in which field we can do the work? So applying your brain with the help of resources, like in the chemical lab, you are there and you need certain chemical agents to do the experiment, or you are in a mechanical workshop, then you need some metal sheets, screws, hammer, and all the things. These are the basic needs or resources to carry out your work. Then with brain, resources, and labor, and if you do work in your field, you will get a product or in a process, and in any way, in a IP can be created. So what are the significance of IP? It protects your invention or your trademark or anything and excludes others from using it. Now you can utilize it, commercialize it, and you can earn from it by own brand or own value or by licensing. So how can you use earn from it? On use, licensing, or assigning franchises or merchandise. So what is the basic difference between a common man, common person, and business-minded person? So a common person do pride on his research or any works, or maximum he uses in academics. But a businessman person commercializes, make brand and make a brand value, earn from it and invest from to it. So first we will discuss about the patents. A patent is an exclusive right granted for an invention, which may be a product, a process that provides in general a new way of doing something or offers a new technical solution to a problem. So patent can be a process, it can be a product, in both the things. So if there is an existing problem, so if you are providing a new solution, means it has a in terms of better economic significance or technical advancement, so it can be patented. Patent right is granted by a sovereign or a state. Means for India, it is granted by to a person, giving exclusive right to stop others from making, using, exercising, vending, and importing. So basically, it is called a negative right. Why? Because it protects other from using your invention rather than giving you a right to use it. So if you have a patent for any technology, no one can use the same technology. Or if you have a patent for any medicine, no company can make that medicine, and moreover, no company can import from other country to India. So why a patent is granted by the government? Patent is granted by the government in exchange of your disclosure. So in your disclosure, you disclose the invention, how it works, what are the different embodiments. So further research in that field can be done by other inventors. So basically, it helps in research and innovations. So this is the famous first in patent in 1856. George Alfred de Penning applied for a patent, an efficient panka pulling machine. And Below in slide, there are few scientists and their famous inventions like Thomas Alva Edison phonograph, Graham Bell telephone, Wright brothers aeroplane, Ray Pasteur rabies vaccine, Alexander Fleming for penicillin. So these are very simple examples. In a recent time, I have granted a patent for an application, expandable shoes. In left one, you can see. So the significance of the shoes was that it can be accommodated by a child up to 3 sizes. As we see, I have a daughter, 2 years. So the feet size of the kid grows very rapidly. So what happens once you buy a shoes after 6 months, the size goes too tight. So what the company has proposed that it can be expanded up to 3 sizes and got a patent for that. And other examples are wearable screens, contactless Visa payment technology, drones, etc. So how patent filing? So what are the documents required for the filing of patent? There are a few forms you need to file. If you have already filed a patent, probably you would know. But if you have not filed yet, then these are the simple forms. There is a form 1 in which there is a basic detail of applicant and inventor and title. Nothing more than that. Form 2, it is all about the invention. Descriptions, drawings, claims, abstracts, and all the things which are incorporated in Form 2. Form 3 is details about the foreign filing. Suppose you have a file a patent in India, then you are required to give details if you are filing outside of the India. In the same condition, if there is a foreign company which has filed patent, suppose in US, and now coming to filing a patent, then that company also required to give details of foreign filing and prosecution status, what is going on in same application in other countries. Form 5 is a declaration of inventorship. Then suppose it is your college who is filing a patent, then the college had to give the details of inventor, that following are the inventors, and they are true inventors of this application. Form 18 is a request for examination. There are 2 steps in filing a patent. Once you file a patent, then you need to file request for examination so that your application may be examined, and after examination, report is to be communicated to the applicant. So basic fees for patent is like that. For a natural person, means any one of you or group of 2 or 3, 4 persons, a startup, a small entity defined by MSME, educational institute like your institute, Patna Women's College. So the fees for such organizations or natural persons is for Form 1 there is a 1600 and Form 18 4000. Total you fees required for filing a patent is 5600, by condition that the specification should be within 30 pages and claim should not be more than 10. So for other companies like PNG, HUL, they require 28,000 rupees for filing the patent. So for individual person or educational institute, the filing fees is very cost effective. So how can you file a patent? You can file a patent by visiting to any patent office. There are 4 patent offices in India: Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. So Bihar comes under the patent office Kolkata. And second option is you can file a patent by e-filing. E-filing is very I would say simple. You just need to fill forms and upload, but you require e-sign or digital sign. So acquiring of the e-sign is not so tough. You can simply get a sign by e-mudra. If you log in the website, you will see this way the filing module for a patent. So after filing, how patent process? So there are three routes: patent application, PCT route, conventional route, and ordinary route. PCT and conventional route are for those applicants who are foreigners. Like suppose they file first invention in US, then come to India. Then they can come to India through these two routes, PCT and conventional. For Indian applicant, ordinary route is there. So for Indian applicant, there are two options. First, to file provisional specification or file a directly complete specification. If they are filing provisional specification, provisional words itself says provisional, means there is a initial information about the research, and after completing the research and claims matter, they will file a complete specification within a 12 months. So benefit of the filing provisional then complete is that you are securing a priority date, and then after you have 1 year time to complete your invention. So for referring a document against novelty and innovative step, the priority date is always considered. So after 18 months from the date of filing, your application is published. In between or after that, within a 4 years, you have to file request for examination. Once you file request for examination, your file is allotted to an examiner, and examiners examine application and communicate examination report to the applicant. The applicant is required to reply within 6 months. Then after it comes again an examiner. Then if everything is met, then patent is granted. And if something is remained, then the applicant is offered a hearing. Then through video calling, applicant and controllers talk to each other and discuss about the objections. If applicant satisfied the controllers with or without amendments, then patent is granted. So each is same things: examination, first examination report, examination reply by the applicant, hearing, and grant or refusal. So for technical examination, suppose I am examiner. So what I do check in an application? First, I read the invention and understand what are the inventions and what are the claimed matter with the help of drawings. Then I search for related documents. Then compare the features. Then check for novelty and inventive step with the help of cited documents. If there is any features which is not found in prior arts, then I declare that the following application is meet the requirement of novelty and inventive step. Then I prepare a detailed examination report with formal and technical objections. Then I communicate to controller, and controller communicate to the applicant. So these are basic timelines. So if you have a file a provisional specification, then you need to file complete specification within 12 months. Request for examination within 48 months. Once FER is generated, then you have to reply for a FER within 6 months. And after attending a hearing, you are required to submit documents within 15 days. And there are two different things: pre-grant and post-grant objections. Age name: pre-grant means before the grant, post-grant means after the grant. If anyone thinks that you are, suppose you have applied for a patent, and anyone thinks that your application should not be granted, then he or she can file a opposition. Then the first pre-grant opposition is dealt, then your application will be granted or refused with the help of pre-grant opposition and examination report. Second one is designs. So I have discussed in patent. Patent is basically granted for technical features and innovations. So next one, designs. Designs is governed by Design Act, design rules, and designs means only the feature of shape, configuration, pattern, ornament, composition of lines or colors like in a shirt, applied to any article, whether in a two-dimensional or three-dimensional, in both, by any industrial process or by means, whether manual, mechanical or chemical, separate or combined, which is finished article, appeal to just solely by size. So the basic difference between patent and design, that patent incorporates technical features, but design is simply as aesthetic features, means how something is looking nice by appearance or by shape. So design does not cover the trademark material. Suppose there is a logo, brand logo in a design. So logo is a different thing, but the finishing, the appearance, the design or the pattern is governed by the design rights. So what is an article? Article means any article of manufacture, artificial or partially artificially or partially natural, includes any part of article capable of being made and sold separately. So if anything it can be made and sold separately with having a design, then that is called as article. So these are simple examples of article: vase, cycle, mask, glass, things. So set of articles. Suppose set means a number of articles of same general character, ordinarily sold together or intended to be used together, all bearing the same design with or without modification, not sufficient to alter the character or substantially to affect the identity. So there is a sofa set. Most of the I've seen that if you buy a sofa set, then there are either 3-seater, 5-seater or 7-seater, but the base design in sofa, designing and cover of it is generally the same color or same design. So this is the shape of set of article. In the same way, like cups and plates or dinner set, they are having same graphics or same type of designs. This comes under the set of articles. So in the same way, like a patent can be filed online, design can also be filed online either by visiting a patent office or by e-filing. So there is a ordinary fees 1,000 rupees for individual person and 4,000 for companies. So in the same way, you need some basic form 1 and design, and in the same way like patent, you are required basically few forms to submit and your design. 2 set of representations illustrating various views of your article. This is a simpler design. So this is a teapot. So by design, you can claim design rights, but no claim is made by virtue of the registration in respect of any mechanical or other action of mechanism, whatever in respect of any mode of principle of construction of the article. So you have to claim for design only in design rights, not by the features like how it keeps the water warm or cool, how the water is dispensed. This is not the matter of design. This is a matter of patent. So for design, you have to simple appearance feature. And if there is a logo, no claim is made by virtue of the registration to any right to the exclusive use of words, letters, symbols, number, or trademarks. If there are any trademarks appearing that are not a part of design, that thing goes under the head trademarks. This is a design right certificate. So it's the same thing like patent. You have to reply if first examination report. The patent is valid for 20 years, but the design rights are valid for 10 years, which can be further expanded only for 5 years. So total time for design will be 10 plus 5 years, while for a patent it will be a 20 years. Next one is trademarks. Trademark is any word, name, symbol or device or combination. It identifies and distinguishes the source of the good or service of one trader from other traders. What are the importance? Provides exclusive monopoly over a class of goods or services, allows a business entity to build public goodwill and reputation, identifies the source of origin or goods or services, assure customers about the quality of goods or services. So what are the subject matter which can be covered under the trademarks? Trademarks including the service marks, trade names, collective marks, certification marks, taglines or slogans, shapes and sound marks. These are the matter which is covered under the trademark, like any website name or any slogan like "Ye Dil Mange More." This was the advertisement of Pepsi, and by seeing the sign Nike or McD, you can distinguish the product from one company to another company, and you are also believe that the product of this company will be better. So earlier days before joining the IP office, I have seen in a wrapper of many products there are two things that remain: brand name, and after brand name, on top of that there is either TM or R under the circle. So what is the difference and how company uses it? Suppose company starts a product and want to register a trademark. So once company applies for a trademark, is simply put TM along with the trade name. But till that time, the trademark right has not been given to the company. So this simply means that the application is made for trademark, but trademark is still not registered. Once trademark is registered, company uses the name of the brand on the top or in circle. So a trademark registration is optional. However, registration has certain advantage. Suppose you have opened a shop and you are providing a very good quality product, and you have maintained your reputation in your area. And I come to your area, I see that your company or your shop is doing very well. I will start another shop with same business and the same shop name or company name. What will you do? If you have not registered for a trademark, anyone can use the same name. So for securing your position, market value, you are required to file a trademark. Trademark is initially registered for 10 years, which can be renewed to next 10 years. And if you are not renewing the trademark rights are lost. Next one is copyright. Copyright is a bundle of right. It is provided automatically to you. Once you have published a book or a research paper or make a song or write in a poem, anything you do and publish in any public domain, the right to copyright is automatically allotted to you. So it is a bundle of right. Why it is called bundle of right? Because if you have created any matter, irrespective of that, you are getting all the other rights. Suppose you have written a story. So a person who is going to make a movie on that, that will also be protect your movie, your story. So if he is going to make movie, then he had to take permission from you to use your story for his or her movie purpose. So that's why it is called bundle of rights. So copyright protects you from unauthorized copying or reproduction. So there should be a creativity, originality, and fixation for that. So what are the subject matter covers under the copyright? Literacy works, artistic works, domestic works, musical works, sound and recording works, cinematographic films. So who are the author or owner of the work? For literacy work, author; music work, music composer; artistic works, artist; for photographs, a person is taking a photograph; or cinematographic film or sound recording, producer; literacy, domestic, musical or artistic work, the person who causes the work to be created. So copyrights provides you two type of rights: economic right and moral rights. Economic rights means that our rights are transferable to any person or any company in exchange of money or royalty, depending on that. But moral rights always remains with you. So the scope of economic rights are reproduction right, redistribution right, right to create derivative works, right communication to public, right of public performance. But moral rights are always remains with you. So these can be say as such rights against distortion. Means suppose you have make a picture and anyone is using your picture and do some changes on that and make it a vulgar or any which is against the law. So no one can do that. This is right against distortion. So right of recognition means if you have written a book and you assign your economic right to a publisher, then you are always be recognized as the author of that book. This is under the right of recognition. So term of the different type of copyright work as such as literacy works, it is life of author plus 60 years. Cinematographic films and sound recording 60 years from date of publication. Broadcasting reproduction rights 25 years from the year following the year of broadcast. Performance rights 50 years from the year following the year in which performance is made. Application process is very similar. You can come to Copyright Office or by e-filing. The fees depends upon the class of work. Literacy, domestic, artistic, musical works 500. Sound recording 2000. Cinematographic film 5000. So the examination procedure for the copyright is application received a Copyright Office, formality check, waiting period, scrutiny. If everything is fine, then approved by registrar. And if there are discrepancy of abnormalities, then report is sent to you and you are offered a hearing for that. Then if everything goes fine, then your application for copyright is registered. Next one is semiconductor integrated circuit layout designs. So this semiconductor integrated circuit layout designs can be made of two set of words. First one is semiconductor integrated circuit, which means a product, a transistor, and other circuitry elements inseparably formed on or inside a semiconductor or insulating material designed to perform an electronic circuitry function. Layout design means a layout of transistors and other circuitry elements and includes laid wires, connected such elements, and expressed in a manner in semiconductor integrated circuit. So SICLD registry is in Delhi office where the application on layout designs of integrated circuits are filed for registration of created IPR. SICLD is an important IPR for production of products with fast changing technologies such as electronic gadget, mobile, computers, laptops. The registration of layout design is for 10 years from the date of application or first commercial exploitation, which is earlier. This is a very basic simple example in which you can see there is a circuitry arrangements, and in a right one there is from circuitry elements the fingers or movement can be controlled. So this is the filing process. The last one is a GI, geographical indications. So geographical indication is an indication that identifies a product that have a specific geographical origin and possess qualities or a reputation that are due to that origin. So there are very examples: Darjeeling tea, Makrana marble, Ratlami sev, Kanchipuram silk. From we are also Maghi pan and Sai Lychee of Bihar. So what are the significance of GI? GI helps community to produce or producers to differentiate their product from other fake products, promotes and protects traditional knowledge and traditional cultural expression, promotes identify of place, heritage, and it links with tourism, helps in preservation of natural resources, promotes rural tribal economy and employment, protects consumers' interest by fighting against counterfeit. Original make in India provides higher value, provides legal protection to producers. On a summary, what are the validity of different IPs? Patent 20 years, design 10 plus 5 years, trademark initially 10 years, then which can be renewed in terms of 10 years or an indefinite time. GI indefinite time, initially for 10 years, then can be renewed. Copyright, different type of work, different terms like artistic works and broadcasting works have different tenure. And who can file a IP? For GI, it is granted, GI rights are granted for a specific region, which can be a state. And other than GI, any natural person or company file for a IPR. So there are a few basic points which is suggested to the research students or professors, that first protect then publish. It means if you are filing for a patent, then first you file a patent, then go for a publication in any search journals. Registration is done for by country. There is nothing like that international patent. Patent right always granted by a country within a region of that. If you have to file a patent for different countries, then you are required to go individual country for filing a patent by a priority from this country. And the rights are for a limited time, except trademarks, you can renew trademarks for a different time. And there is no automatic relief. If someone is copying your invention or that, you have to go for infringement suit. And there is a renewal fees of all IPRs. So for career point of view, from government sector, you can come to the office as examiner of patent design, examiner of trademark and GI, examiner of copyrights, and Beyond the government sector, you can do work as a patent agent, trademark agent, JRF, SRF in patent facilitation, patent litigation, and other opportunities in private sectors. Thank you from my side. And if you have a question, you may raise.
Thank you, sir, for an enlightening session on IPR. It was very informative and valuable knowledge. Participant, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Any question from participant? Okay, thank you. Now I would like to call Dr. Pinky Prasad, Head Department of Botany, for concluding remarks. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Piyush. Good evening, and one and all present here on this virtual platform. It's in our nature to create things, I think. It's our nature to create things, be it in the form of any design, books, brands, music, innovations, or any idea. But what would be the point of having a good idea if anyone could take it away? IPR, that is intellectual property right, is the legal way to protect intellectual property. In today's globally competitive environment, intellectual property plays a vital role in modern economy, and its protection is critical to fostering innovations. Without its protection, business and individuals would not reap the full benefits of their inventions, be it recognition or financial benefits. Intellectual property rights are now being used not only as a tool to protect creativity and generate revenues, but also to build strategic alliances for socio-economic and technological growth. So there is a need to create IPR awareness amongst all sections of society. Today's virtual guest lecture was one such endeavor. On behalf of the organizing committee, I take this opportunity to extend my thankfulness and gratitude to our guest speaker, Mr. Yogesh Sechan, Examiner of Patents and Designs, Patent Office, New Delhi, under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Thank you, sir, for sharing your in-depth knowledge and special expertise to the participants. Your truly informative lecture will surely help us in all our future endeavors. Now, the recommendations. Based on the talk given by the resource person on intellectual property rights, some of the important recommendations are: firstly, and most importantly, it is important to understand the basic concept of intellectual property, including patents, trademarks, copyright, etc. This will enable us to identify and protect our IP assets effectively. Once identified, it is essential to protect our intellectual property by registering it with the appropriate authorities. There is a definite protocol for it and can be done in both offline and online mode. It is crucial here to note that it is important to respect other people's intellectual property rights as well. Using someone else's trademark or copyrighted work without permission can lead to legal action. Although appointment of patent agent is not compulsory, as was stated, but if someone is not sure or confused, so to ensure best approach to save his or her intellectual property rights, legal advice should be sought from a qualified person with experience in intellectual property law. It was one of the recommendations that we should stay up to date with the latest development in intellectual property law. By following these recommendations, individuals and business can protect their intellectual property assets effectively and avoid any legal disputes. With these words, I wish you all a very pleasant evening. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to call Dr. Urvashi Shinna, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, for vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Piyush. A very cherished afternoon to everyone. On behalf of the Department of Botany, Patna Women's College Autonomous, it's my privilege to propose vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked hard towards making this event IPR Awareness Programme a grand success. First of all, I thank the Almighty God for his blessings and grace for making this event as what it was expected. I extend my deep sense of gratitude to our respected resource person, Mr. Yogesh Sachin, Gadgeted Officer in National Intellectual Property Awareness Mission and Examiner of Patent and Designs, Patent Office, New Delhi, under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Thank you so much, sir, for your remarkable and very insightful and informative deliberation on IPR. The knowledge that you have shared will surely strengthen to nurture and encourage innovation and creativity, thereby contributing towards the cultural and economic development of the society through a revamped manner utilizing the existing resources of intellectual property rights. Your deliberation will ignite and inspire our young girls to innovate and to protect their creations. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out your valuable time from your busy schedule for us today. I'd like to place on record my sincere thanks to our respected principal, Dr. Sister M. Rashmi AC, for her guidance and support and for encouraging us to organize and arrange this event today. My sincere thanks to Dr. Aparajita Krishnan, Dean Faculty of Science, Patna Women's College, for her vision and dynamic leadership to bring us together to work in tandem for this IPR Awareness Programme. Thank you, ma'am, for your support and guidance. I also wish to acknowledge the contribution of our head of the Department of Botany, Dr. Pinky Prasad, for being the driving force behind all our worthy pursuits. I also wish to place on record my sincere thanks to Dr. Piyush Kumar Rai, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, for coordinating this event and successfully moderating the session. I'm grateful to all the heads of different departments and faculty members for joining this session today. And I'm also thankful to Mr. Praveen Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of MCA, for providing us the technical support. Well, an event like this cannot happen overnight. It requires a bird's eye and planning for details. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated teachers of the Department of Botany, Dr. Anjana Verma and Dr. Hina Nas, and I thank them from the bottom of my heart for their hard work and effort. My thanks is also due to a team of our non-teaching staff who work round the clock to accomplish tasks at hands, even at great inconvenience to themselves. At last, not the least, I wish to acknowledge the virtual presence of all the student participants. Thank you all for your active participation and patient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. With this, we have completed our IPR guest lecture. The e-certificate of this will be generated after 1 week. Once again, I thanks each and every one of you for your participation in this guest lecture. Thank you.
All of you, please switch on your video so that a photograph can be taken.
Participant, kindly switch on your camera for group photo.